Are you of the feeling that there shouldn't be a tie in anything?
Oh, that's a good one.
I feel like there should be a result.
I agree.
Now, do you keep playing football?
Yes.
See, that's what I think. That's what I think. And there's always and this soundbite, I think it was George Pickens, like, man, I didn't know you could have a tie. It's always fascinating that the people that are actually in the competition are unaware of the fact that, okay, well,
to the end of the game, if quarterbacks have communication with the head coach and the head coach is telling Jordan Love the scenario, what the happened? That was almost cataclysmic.
Well, LaFleur said it. He's like, look, that was really bad. And he's right. That's everybody and their mother is using the word clean operation. That's become the buzzword to show that you're a ball knower. It's a clean operation. I'm guilty of it. I just like saying it because it sounds funny. I'm not often accused of running a clean operation myself. But that was a pretty muddy last 25 seconds to have run one play, and I'm thinking, okay, you don't want to spike it because you don't want to waste a play. I get it. But you can't act like you have all the time in the world. If that ball bobbles even slightly, that hits zeros and you lose.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it didn't hit zeros in Irving, Texas is kind of incredible. They'd have had to review it and figure it out, but it was
fired.
Because, buddy, let me tell you, if I was on the clock, I'd have been running a clean operation. Zeros. See ya. That was horrendous. And I'll say this. When we're standing out there just waiting to go on and do our bit at Monday night, and it's chaotic, There's 22 dudes on a field. There's 80,000 people. You're not watching in a little box from your couch. You don't have everything right there for you to see. It's a hell of a lot easier to process it watching it, but it's your job as players and coaches to do a good job to manage it in the fog of war, and Green Bay didn't.
No, and I said with the communication, he has to be telling them we don't have a timeout at some point. And then he's not calling for a huddle. That's a signal to the receivers. I went back and watched it.
This?
Yeah, he's going like this for a signal. He's looking at his receivers.
Because when I saw this, and for those listening, I'm just doing the thing where I put my fingers together. You see that signal that they give. That to me means huddle up. I'm like, you can't huddle up. But that wasn't what he was saying.
Yes. And then when Love comes off the sidelines, you see LaFleur say, we didn't have a timeout. Might have been an adjective in there. But I'm like, LaFleur, what were you telling him in the communication process? Like, that's why we got these, to help. I mean, we've heard plenty of stories about it shuts off at 15 and you go from there, and now defenses move after the 15. But I would love to know what the communication was being sent into Love's helmet in that scenario, because he obviously was not with it and knowing the right answer. And then NBC had to cut the replay short to show the kickoff, the field goal live.
Yeah, go back. That's exactly right.
Because it was 2 seconds. You see the shot because they're trying to show it. It's like, I'm like, you can't miss this field goal. We need a tie.
And if you're Green Bay, you're lucky you got out of there with the tie. The tie.
I saw Tim talking about that with you after the game, because I just wanted more. Well, going back to, should there be a result?
Uh-huh.
Yes. And when we don't and we have ties, it should be a loss.
But
like we get all the time, as we start heating up, the tie works out better than losing. I hate that.
You shouldn't be penalized for a game you didn't lose.
Understood. But it should be docked somehow.
I need a solution. You can't just...
No ties.
Then keep playing football.
Correct.
But not college overtime.
Speaking of, we're getting close.
To?
Somebody's season ending on 2-point plays.
Stupidest rule in sports.
I mean,
there's nothing stupider. Ghost runner in baseball.
I wanted it at the whiteout, though, just to, like, that would have been the dumbest scene ever. And that scene, the visual we talked about, we were that close.
Correct.
To getting it. And I think I told you this. We had our meetings commissioners come for college football seminar before the year, and the ACC I was on for, and I asked Jim Phillips. I said, I get it with NIL. I mean, there's a million things on coaches and ADs, dockets, and commissioners. I was like, has the overtime come up at all? And he said no. The coaches under. I'm like, man, this is going to be horrible. They have to get rid of that college going to the 2-point plays after a second overtime.
It's a preposterous way to decide a game that has been that hotly contested for 60 minutes. Look, I don't like the overtime starting at the 25.
I understood. That's what I wanted to ask you.
That's the bigger.
So what do you say, 50?
50-yard line.
Okay.
50-yard line. Because with the evolution of the kicking game to the point that 50-plus yarders are way more routine than they used to be, my point has always just been that you should have to do something to be in scoring position other than take the field. You walk out on the field, and if you threw 3 incomplete passes, you attempt a 42-yard field goal. That's dumb. There's a reason the red zone channel started with the idea that if you were in the red zone, you're close to scoring. You start in the red zone, essentially. Start at the 50, and now you at least have to do something to be able to attempt a scoring play. I don't think that just makes sense.
With you.
And then the idea of as we've said.
Yeah, the 2-point thing.
Hey, here we go.
Coming. It's coming.
Here's a carnival. If you make these 3 baskets, you can win the big panda. The ball's the size of a beach ball, and it's been overinflated. But if you can make it, then you can win the panda. That's what we're doing. Stupid.